the mailbag this week. We'll jump right in. A question I get a lot on a regular basis: when should I move up in stakes? We just did an hour on sample size. What does your sample size say? I'm a firm believer in having a plan, working your plan. So this is the plan that I recommended in the MLB starter pack for when to move up in stakes. If you want to adjust it, you don't like the 100 buy-in, you can do a 50, 25, doesn't matter. Just whatever you decide that, hey, I'm not going to move up until I reach here, that's when you should move up. Don't ask me. Ask your results. Ask your sample size. Have the discipline to stick to it. My answers are boring. They will never change. That's 100% my answer every single time. Move up when you achieve your goal. Move up when your sample size indicates that you can do so. So you recommend having a $250 bankroll before you can play the quarters. Can you explain that to me again? Yeah, so whatever, let me pull it up. Let's see, let's find the NBA one. So you guys can see exactly what we're talking about. And again, this is another free resource. If you need access to it, it's all yours. All this is to make you guys better. So we're going to go to our 50 buy-in worksheet, and we'll just do the math. So this doesn't include the dime times because I made this before dime times were introduced on DraftKings. So we'll just take a look here at the opening segment. So a quarter jukebox, one entry is 25 cents. So if you look at our formula here, it's going to multiply the 25 cents by 20 because it's a 20 max enter tournament, which means 25 times 20 is $5. So one buy-in into this tournament is $5. If you want 50 buy-ins, the formula is already there. You should have $250 in your bankroll, so that's $250. And it's just going to help you weather the storm. So basically, we want to continue to play at the quarters until we've profited $500. So if you take this amount in E2 plus E3, you get the new total here. There's the formula. And then at that point, you can step up and you can start playing the mini-max. And then in the mini-max, you'll want to start out small, just doing like 20 entries. Or you can bypass the mini-max and go into the dollars if you want. But this is fully customizable. Try to make it as simple as possible. The more buy-ins, the more with variance you can withstand, the longer you can play. Personally, I used a 100 buy-in worksheet for basketball because it's more consistent, less variance for me. All the other sports, because of the style of play that I use the 200 buy-in plan. I'm very conservative in my bankroll, so I don't lose sleep, and it allows me to stay aggressive in my play. What are your thoughts on playing two aces like Syndergaard and Sale together? I love it. One of my favorite things is being on a low-owned stack that no one else is on. So if those score runs, you're leapfrogging the field, and then you have that trump card, that ace in the hole that, hey, if these two studs do what they're supposed to do, and you got two guys going for 40, 50 points on top of a low-owned stack, you're not winning some of the money. You're winning all of the money. I don't shy away from having two aces. But then again, I don't try to pay up for them either. I just try to, hey, let's pick my stacks, and then we'll worry about pitching second. If it's a day where I'm on a chalky stack and I got to get contrarian with my pitchers, I'll do it. If it's contrarian my stack, chalk with my pitchers, I'll do that too. Doesn't matter to me. It's a matter of executing my process and playing with the numbers indicate that I should play. On FanDuel, there are 50-cent tournament qualifiers with 100 tickets available, with 1,400 or so people in the field for a $6 tournament they're running on June 17th. A lot of times these tournaments end up with overlay, meaning they don't fill. I've seen a few end up with 800 to 900 entries out of the 1,400, so that means that 500 to 600 entries aren't in there. I've accumulated 25 tickets so far, entering 6 entries each time. Is a decent strategy in your opinion, experience? 1,000%, 100%. I play in satellites all of the time for the level that my bankroll indicates, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to do a video later this summer on how to leverage satellites to grow your bankroll, but I think as long as you're not overextending yourself, I'll have a certain percentage set aside each day just to enter into satellites. I know that I'm not going to see that money again right away, but a lot of the times I can get tickets for about, sometimes 50 to 80% off of what it would cost. For instance, this week, DraftKings is running their $1 million tournament for the showdown for the NBA final opener with the Warriors and the Raptors on Thursday. It's 150 max entry tournament, $25 per entry. Way above my current bankroll, but I was able to max it out because of satellite tickets that I won, and I won the satellite tickets just from doing what I believe John asked this question. This is exactly what John's doing. He's just finding those tournaments of, hey, I want to play in that tournament. It's above my bankroll, but if I can win satellite tickets in it, then I give myself permission to play it. And that's when I talk to you guys about, hey, you want to play in that $4 tournament, that $4 20 max tournament that DraftKings is running every day for baseball? That's cool, dude, but use it using, crowns that you've won. Or if there's another tournament, I love playing that $44 tournament that they run for NBA. But I don't do that with $44 cash. I'll do that with crowns that I've won or satellite tickets that I've won. That's a great way to grow your bankroll as long as you're doing it and you have a plan. Everything that I advocate or approve is always about, hey, do you have a plan for that? When you create lineups each day, when it comes time to put them in various contests, do you spend any time trying to get each set of 20 contests balanced, 20% of this team, 15% of this team, etc.? Well, if you go back to the video, the Ricky Henderson video that we did where I talked about hitting for average or hitting for power, let's just pull up YouTube. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So in this video right here, the Bridge the Gap MLB Mailbag Part 6, watch this video. I show you how when you build hitting for average, that naturally you're going to get about 25 to 35% exposure to most of the teams and players and pitchers, and it just naturally balances itself out that way. So that's how I do it. I do it a little bit more organically in my build. But if you wanted to be specific with it, or hey, I've got 100 teams, I want 20%, I want 20 of them to be Yankees, I want 15% of them to be Red Sox, you could do that too. Again, what's your plan? If you have a plan, DFS is very simple. Have a plan, execute your plan. Have a plan, execute your plan. And that's it. And that's all I do every single day. So it's encouraging to me to get questions. When we first started the mailbag, it was like, dude, how do I add 2 plus 2 when I'm playing MLB? It's like, all right, like these are advanced questions. Like you guys are learning. This is awesome. It's very encouraging to me to keep pumping out the videos for you guys as well. So that'll wrap up the mailbag. Thank you again for everybody that stuck around for the mailbag. Always available. So get in touch with me any way that you feel comfortable. I really appreciate the questions you guys send, the feedback that you guys have, video suggestions. Some of you guys have sent in some results and some testimonials of positive progress, and I love seeing that, man, because we talked big time about ways to stay encouraged, and seeing other people get better using things that I've put out there for them definitely encourages me. Makes it all worth it. So this will be it from California, guys. Coming to you guys live next week from Austin, Texas. So appreciate you guys. Enjoy. I hope you guys had a great holiday week. God bless.